It's awful.
That's a year. Thanks, Trespass. Hello and welcome back to the channel. You join me in the Peak District, which is very exciting because I've managed to get out on an adventure away from home, and I've brought with me my friend, there he is, Matt, who's come along for the ride. And our plan today is to wild camp, going up above where we are, which is the Ladybower Reservoir, that area which is called the Derwent Valley. We've arrived quite early. We've started off as you should always start off an adventure, which is by going to the pub and getting some food. The lovely Ladybower Inn, which was beautiful, nice couple of pints and a nice meal. And we've then made our way over to the reservoir, or around the bottom of it, thinking we'll get some shots because we don't want to go up camping just yet. It's extremely busy though. It's the first really warm day I think we've had this year. The sun's out and so are all the people. So we have sort of moved away from the reservoir. We've come down from the Snake Pass into a nice little bit of woodland where there's a nice stream. Lots of things to look at, very harsh light, so I'm not sure there'll be any photos, but if I do find something to take a picture of, I'll bring you in on that. But otherwise, you'll probably catch us as we're starting to climb up away from the reservoir and then looking for somewhere to camp later on. So stay tuned for that. I might have found a bit of a shot here. Shooting up the river this way, there's these two branches that are framing a bit of forest in the background. I haven't brought my tripod down, so I'm just going to have a go at shooting it handheld on my kit lens with the wide angle. See if I can get a nice portrait composition heading down towards the forest. So I'll show you that now, and that's the first shot of the trip. So we've just been walking along the reservoir, and we've spotted a couple of shots. I've got a shot across the reservoir here where there's a nice house catching some light. Then just up behind me, I think you can just sort of see it there-ish, there's a lone tree. So I'll show those now. But it's nice just walking along the path. We've got our bags on, they're not too heavy. Look at Matt.
Yeah.
Enjoying it, Matt?
Very much so. My bag is too heavy.
So yes, we're going to carry on trekking around. It's very hard to tell, but just basically around this, we're onto Derwent Water now. Not Derwent Water, that's in the Lake District. We're Derwent Reservoir. I'm really struggling with the word reservoir. Reservoir. And then hopefully we'll start heading up soon because we want to get up there and make camp. So I'll show you those two images now and we'll carry on walking and see what we find. Okay, so we've walked up away from the reservoir now. Derwent Reservoir is where we were. And it's just changed so much and it's absolutely beautiful. There's nobody up here. It was really quite busy along that track, which is understandable. It's a beautiful day. There's people out on their bikes and walking. It's you know, it's a lovely day to be outside. But now that we've done a bit of incline, we've come away from the water and we're walking up, and I've just got a shot of this path that's going up into the peaks. And it's a lovely leading line. This path following through, there's a gate and then it winds up off into the hills in the distance. So I've shot it at, I think F11, and I've actually focused on the distant winding path because I tried focusing on the fence, and actually the path in the distance was a bit out of focus. So I focused on the path in the distance, and at F11 that's actually brought the fence in focus as well. So hopefully that's a nice shot with a really nice leading line. Nice blue skies, but that doesn't bother me because I think it contrasts quite nicely with the sort of yellowy, browny tones of the heather in the foreground. So yeah, I'll put that shot up now, just as Matt is about to fly off his drone. No microphone on, so excuse the wind noise. Oh, can use my stick to point. We're going over there. We've got to go all the way down this hill to then go back up again. That's the beauty of the hills. Okay, so we have continued to ascend up the hill. We're in a beautiful valley now. We're just having a nice break, hanging out with the sheep, eating some cereal bars, and I'm doing the ultimate lazy photography. I'm actually sat down, but there's some rocks. Oh, they're catching the light now. I'm just going to shoot that. There's some rocks in the distance that, with the cloud cover coming over the sun, there's some really interesting patches of light. So I'm just going to keep shooting those. But yes, we were discussing how they just looked like, they looked really interesting, and then all the cloud disappeared and then they just blended into the background. So it's really quite fascinating how light can change a composition, help you make an image. So hopefully there'll be a shot here to show you. We're going to keep going up in that direction, up there, somewhere, there we go. And then once we get to the top, we'll start thinking about finding somewhere to camp. So yeah, let's see what we find. But hopefully there's an image for you to see now. So we're up at the top now of the incline, or nearly at the top. So we've got these lovely moors all around us. The light's still quite strong, as you can see on my face there. And I've just got a shot of behind me, I think it's Back Tor, which is I think the highest point on this climb. So we'll be heading over to that way, and then we'll start looking for somewhere to pitch our tent, which is going to be really exciting. So just a bit of a wander up through the moors, and then we can rest for the night, make some food, have a few beers.
Oh, yes.
Which I'd forgotten about the beers. Oh my God, I'm so excited about the beers.
To make you leave me first. My experience tells me that it is
so we've made it to the top. I think we're at Back Tor. I keep saying we are, I think we are. At this lovely rock formation. The sun's still nice and bright in the sky, so we'll be waiting for that to go down a little bit before we start pitching our tents. Obviously quite a popular spot, 'cause we've seen a couple of other people coming up here to find spots to camp, which is all good as long as none of us leave any trace that we've been here. So yeah, I'm hoping as the sun goes down, it looks quite clear, so there might be some nice, I'm not going to say astrophotography, but we might get some nice shots later on. I've got my prime lens here, which goes down to 1.8, so aperture, we can get some nice shots in the evening. I've already got a really nice shot that I'll put on the screen now, which is just some layers off in the distance of the hills, and they're catching just a lovely blue hue as the sun's going down, so they look really nice. But we're loving it. It's really nice and calm here. It is fairly windy, but we're sheltered behind the rocks, so we're going to get our tents set up. We're going to make some food, we're going to have a few beers, and then all we've got to look forward to tomorrow is a gentle descent down the other side towards Ladybower, which is going to be fantastic. So excellent. Got my large spoon. That's good. How is it, Matt?
It's good. It's good.
Come with me and you'll see. Oh no, I've done that wrong. What a pure... Anyway, I'm coming to show you the tents.
Pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, world of pure imagination. Look at this. So, this is my OEX Fox 1 V2. That's a one-man tent, and it's just a beautiful thing. And that is where I'm going to be sleeping tonight. And over here, Matt is in there setting up his Vango Nova 200. It's a slightly bigger tent, looks a little bit cozier. And we are now just getting some absolutely gorgeous light coming out over these rocks. So I'm going to come and have a look over here and see if we can find something to shoot. It's getting just, the heather's just getting a beautiful shade. So. I dare say we'll be excited to get into our tents, go to sleep and wake up to see what tomorrow brings. But, so if there are any shots, I'm not going to do any more talking to camera, so I'll just put those up now, and I'll see you in the morning inside my tent.
Good morning. I'm not going to talk too loud because Matt's still asleep. Wouldn't be surprised if you can hear him. Not great conditions to wake up to. It's pretty misty. I've not slept hugely well, I've got to be honest. In this one-man tent, it's been a new experience for me. But there might be some moody shots this morning, so I'm not going to get up just yet, but there's been no sunrise. Sleep a little bit longer, or rest a little bit longer, and then get some porridge for breakfast. But yeah, hopefully some moody mist this morning.
So we have packed up our tents. I took a couple of moody shots. I think I took one this morning. If I have, I'll throw it up on the screen now. But it was really quite a grim morning when we woke up. It was very cold, so we decided to get everything packed up. We've sacked off breakfast for now, and we're heading along Derwent Edge, which is absolutely beautiful. Quite a well created path. Would you say well created, manufactured? What's the word that I'm looking for? It's been like made, man-made. This is going well. Still rolling. It's an easy path. It's like it's paved in places, and yes. Anyway, so we've been walking along there, waiting for views of Ladybower Reservoir, and we are above it now. So you can see just behind me, I framed up a composition where I have got the bridge down there. I don't think it's like the famous bridge across the reservoir, but it's the one that we go across to get to where our car is. And there's some nice rocks in the foreground. I've got it at f11. Oh, swap hands because that's hurting. I've got it at f11, which means the rocks are in focus, and actually everything in the background is as well, which is really good. So I will take that shot and throw that up now. So we're gonna, once there, if I just point behind me, we're gonna carry on walking along this path, down the ridge, and then it will descend quite steeply, I think, and then we just walk back along the pathway. And that'll be the end of a fantastic adventure. So there may be more photos to come, I will tell you if there are. But yeah, hope you enjoy this one now.
I've been thinking of how to leave you, just to leave you first. I've been thinking of how to deceive you, to make you leave me first.
Okay, so we're at the end of the walk. We're finally back at the car, and we're just having a celebratory coffee before we head back. Hope you enjoyed the images. We've had an amazing time. It's been the first of many new adventures to come, hopefully. So yeah, and I hope you liked all the images. You'll have seen them all by now. I haven't seen them yet, but I'm pretty sure there's some decent stuff in there. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.